So what are the 10 self-improvement ideas that will change your life? Over the next few minutes, I'm definitely going to give you some powerful tools to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. That's what a coach does. That's what I am. A coach is someone who helps them go from A to B. In fact, the word coach comes from a Hungarian word, which means a coach and horses. So why would anyone go in a coach and horse? It's pretty obvious, right? Because they are somewhere and they want to go somewhere. So let's look at 10 massive game-changing ideas that could seriously help you. Number one, the first one, it's a bit abstract, but it's absolutely essential if you want to go from A to B. It's knowing where B is, and more importantly, who would you be when you've achieved your results? So take a few moments to use the most powerful piece of equipment that you have been given, which is your imagination. Now look, if all I had to do was wave my magic wand for you to have the perfect life, where would you want your life to improve? For most people, it would revolve around what we call the big three: your health, your energy, your relationships, your work, your wealth, your service. Who would you be in any of those three areas or all of those areas? And take a bit of time to think about who would that person be. Look, the best way I can explain this to you is as a sports psychologist. When I work with athletes, I'll ask them the question, where are you? Where do you want to be? Now, with an athlete, you can bet you know where they want to be, right? They want to win. And then I'll ask the question, how would you know that you'd won? And then in their mind, they start to picture this person with the gold medal being put around their neck. They are the winner. They are the champion. But then I will say, well, you're not that person. You could be that person. Who is that person? It's abstract, but it's absolutely essential for any of the other tools I'm going to take you through in a moment. But it all starts off with who. And when you know what your who is, you can then start to think about why. Why would you actually want to go about making any of this happen? Because the fact is, it's not going to happen for you. It's going to happen because you decide to take some action. And it's investing into your future. We call this identity capital. We live in a world right now where everyone wants everything right at this moment in time. Lose weight now, get rich now. But it doesn't really work like that. It works with diligent, patient practice towards a goal that is worthy of you. So the second tool is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this has become really famous with a lady called Mel Robbins, who's written a book called the 5-Second Principle. Hugely powerful tool to use to activate activation energy. In order for you to have success in any area of your life, there's going to have to be some movement. And the hardest thing to do is just get started. We're going to talk a little bit about procrastination in a little while, but just think about how many people there are in the world right now who don't feel like doing something. And because they don't feel like doing it, guess what? They're probably not going to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is activation energy. And I dare you to start doing this with anything in your life right now that would take less than 2 minutes to do. Don't put it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it activates the prefrontal cortex of the brain into action. Oh, by the way, a little aside, don't count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 activates a part of you that is ready to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get on your exercise bike. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start cooking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop scrolling and start doing. So that's the second tip. The third one is called That's Like Me. And what we mean by this is, look, every single time you behave in a way that's in an alignment with where you're going, it's essential to celebrate those tiny little wins as you encode new information into your brain, new information of the person that you are becoming. So it's essential to say it. That's like me. I dare you to even say it out loud. That's like me. When you use the stairs instead of a lift, whether you drink a glass of water instead of a pint of beer, that's like me. As you become the person that you know you're truly capable of becoming. The next one, the next big self-improvement idea is having a ceiling and having a floor. What does that mean? Look, one of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve success in their life is that when they start new behaviors, they put huge amounts of expectation on themselves. They put pressure on themselves, like I'll exercise every day for an hour. And for most people, especially if they haven't been doing that, that's just too much. Just get in the game. Start off with the floor. The floor might be that you do 5 minutes of exercise, even 1 minute of exercise. And the ceiling might be that you just do an hour. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just get started. The inspiration that most of us are looking for, it's not coming to us. We have to act in order for us to feel inspired. Number 5 is this is the procrastination equation. And this was created by someone who has won the equivalent of the Nobel Prize in psychology, a guy called Piers Steele. And he talks about procrastination equals, it actually could be motivation equals or procrastination equals. It's up to you how you apply this. But procrastination is fueled by impulsivity and delay. And this is what we need to drive down, because how much impulsivity is there? How many times could we delay something and go, you know what, I'll do that later? Or we're looking at something and we look at something else, and then all of a sudden our good intentions have gone out of the window. When it comes to procrastination, there's 3 elements to it. And it's really important that you wake up to the fact of what you're doing. Procrastination is when you have the intention to do something, then you make a voluntary delay. And this is where you want to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get in the game. Because people who delay what it is that they would like to do, they end up feeling afterwards like, oh, you know what, a bit miserable, because they know that they could have done something that would have moved them forwards. So you want to turn down the impulsivity and delay, and you want to elevate your expectation and your value, especially if you start thinking about who you want to be. Because if you value what you're doing, that getting on the exercise bike even when you don't feel like it, if you value eating a better diet or making that extra phone call or writing every day for the book that you want to write, if you value it and you expect that by doing it every day you're going to move forwards, you're much more likely to do it. Look, all of these kind of link up in some way, shape or form. Number 6 is I plus A plus F. What does that mean? Well, I kind of alluded to before that most people in the world today are driven by what? What do you think most people are driven by? Most people are actually driven by how they feel. And if they don't feel like doing something, their actions would be driven by their feelings, and that becomes their identity. That is not where you want to go. That is a recipe for success. Self-improvement idea number 6 is identifying with who you want to be in any one of these 3 areas, and then letting your actions be dictated by that identity, and then let the feelings follow. Do this. The next time you don't feel like doing something, absolutely do it. In fact, the worse you feel, the more committed you should be to doing the things that you know that you could do or to move away from, because you'll feel so much better for having done it or not done it. Number 7, well, this is all about gratitude. Gratitude has been proven to raise the energy, raise the positivity of people. And this is what we call BAG. So every day you want to get into the habit of thinking about your blessings. What do you feel blessed for? What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for the cameras we've got going on here. I'm thankful for you watching. A is achievement. Take a bit of time to think about all the achievements in your life. When I think of all the YouTube videos that we've done, or all the podcasts that we've done, all the programs we've put out there into the world, I can think all the books I've written, 20 books, I can feel a sense of achievement. And G is to remind myself of my goals, to remind myself of who I'm committed to becoming. Look, all of this is so easy to actually do. It's very easy not to do. It really is up to you. Number 8, attach habit. What does that mean? Well, in the book Atomic Habits, James Clear talks about if you want to develop a new habit, take an existing habit that you have and attach a habit to it. So, for example, every time you get up, put your trainers on. So you get up every day, put your trainers on. That means hopefully you'll be triggered to actually go and do something with your trainers on. or every time you go to have a cup of tea or coffee, that could be a trigger to actually drink some water. You want to attach a habit to a habit that you already have. This is hugely, hugely, hugely powerful. Very simple to do. Number 9 is for you. What this means is, look, I don't think we learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience. And my challenge to you is that with everything that happens in your life, just take a few moments to think about this has happened for you, that it could be fuel for your growth, rather than why is this happening to me? This isn't fair. That doesn't put you in a position of power. And when you're in a position of power, you are taking the lead role in this thing called life. You're the writer, the director, you're the producer, you're the actor. You can actually choose your supporting cast, which is another kind of self-improvement idea, which is to have people around you that support you in your growth. And number 10 is 10x to win. What does this mean? Well, there's a guy called Grant Cardone. You might have heard of him. He's very well known in the field of personal development, and he talks about 10xing your goals. And I actually spoke to him about this. And what he explained to me really was a big eye-opener. He said that people don't set big enough goals. And because they're not big enough, it's easy to forget. And it's easy to think, well, you know what, if I just do that, that won't really matter because, you know, I've got time to waste. When your goals are that much bigger, it really puts a magnifying glass on everything that you're doing every single day. So go big, or, well, you could go home. You could stop watching this video. And with winning, for me, winning is all about what's important now. What's important now? Winning, it's not a destination. Winning is an ongoing striving and struggling to make things better than they currently are. So there you go. Let's just do a quick recap. 10 self-improvement ideas that will change you. The first one is decide who you want to be. It's all very well doing stuff, but if you don't know where that stuff is going, what will happen as a result, you might as well not bother. Then Mel Robbins, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get in the game. It's like waving a magic wand to get you started. Number 3, every time you behave in a way that is in keeping with who you want to be, celebrate it. That's like me. Number 4, ceiling and a floor. Get in the game. It's all a game. Just get in the game. Get started. Set yourself up for success. Number 5, think about the procrastination equation. To be motivated, expect something positive to happen as a result of what you're doing, to value that. If you want to procrastinate, then just be impulsive and delay. It's really up to you. Then we looked at number 6, it's your identity. Identify with who you actually want to be. Let your actions be dictated by your identity and let the feelings follow. Don't wait to feel anything. Just get in the game. Number 7, open up your bag, your blessings, your achievements, your goals. Remind yourself every single day as you recommit to what you're doing. Number 8, attach a habit. Take a habit that you've already got and think about a new habit that you can attach to that. Number 9, have this philosophy in life that everything is happening for you, not to you. It's all just one big game, and it's all part of the test of you on your epic adventure to be incredible. And number 10 is 10x your life, 10x your goals. Think a lot bigger. It will bring a lot more perspective to what you're doing each and every single day. Make a comment below. Let us know what's your biggest takeaway. Which one of those ideas are you going to put into play immediately? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.